Hello, friends, and welcome to Shutty Uppy, Let's Talk King of Queens podcast. My name is Steve Lont, and we have an excellent show lined up for you today. I'm joined by my co-host, as always, Mr. Dusty Salisbury. You know him, famous for his hilarious King of Queens TikTok reenactments with his lovely wife. Dusty, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you demented old circus monkeys doing?
So the podcast intro music, that is a cover of the theme song from King of Queens, and that is by our friend Crispy Jones from Germany, and we hope to have him on this podcast one of these days. So thank you very much for that music. So I'm really excited to introduce today's guest. She's a Midwest mom of 2 children living in Minnesota. She is a manager for a cake decoration business, and her hobbies include singing and podcasting. Her and her friend co-host a true crime podcast called Shear Crime. Please welcome to the show, MacKenzie Millard. MacKenzie, what's up?
What's up?
Thanks a lot for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
Of course. I'm so excited to be on the show, guys.
So first of all, tell us a little bit about your podcast, because obviously, we love podcasts over here.
Yeah, so me and my co-host Amy created this podcast called Shear Crime back in October of last year is when we launched our podcast. We kind of did a play on words a little bit, and we used the word shear as in cutting shears for like hairstyling. We both went to cosmetology school together, and that's how we met. We actually are not doing that as our actual jobs anymore, but we reunited with our love for true crime. So we created our podcast, and we have a great time. We basically recap documentaries that we watch and give our own flair and take on it, and giving it a little bit of a lighter feel, comedy feel to it, just to lighten the mood a bit.
Yeah, I've listened to a couple episodes, and it's definitely on the lighter side, and it's really cool. But you guys' flow, you guys flow very well. I do have to say, though, I get queasy very easily, and I'm getting very uncomfortable by like blood and stuff. So I was listening to one of your episodes today, on the way home from work, and I actually, had to like pause it because I was getting so queasy and uneasy because of how well you guys were describing the crime scene.
Yeah, it's tough for us too. We do a lot of research for it, and we want to make it sound obviously really story orientated. We want to tell the story, and we don't really want to skimp on those details, but it's tough sometimes. We do some really, really hard cases, and we talk about these things, and it makes us feel a lot of different ways. And one of them is queasy, pissed off. We have so many emotions around so many things. So it's going great. We're having such a fun time with it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Dusty, your wife likes true crime, right?
Listen, I do not want to tell her about this show, this podcast, because she's done told me that if I ever screw up, she knows so many different ways to kill me or whatever. She knows how to bury my body. She knows what to do with my body. So kind of scares me a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't piss her off.
I love her.
Yeah, you guys got to keep those TikToks going. So, stay on her good side. Okay.
True that.
All right. So, the format of our show, MacKenzie, is basically we're going to go through some trivia. Mm-hmm. We're gonna grill you. We're gonna put you on the spot. Talk about the show. So, and then we'll get into talking about it and stuff like that. So
perfect.
Today's episode is from season 4. It's episode 8 called Life Sentence. It was written by Chris Parrish, directed by Rob Schiller, and it originally aired on November 12th, 2001. So it's been a while. The episode synopsis. Doug and Carrie decide to install a hidden camera in the basement to monitor Arthur after he comes home from the hospital. So that's the basis of today's episode. Without further ado, MacKenzie, you're on the clock.
All right.
Question number 1. In the cold open, what has Doug installed in their bedroom?
A mini fridge.
Nice. Very good. You're off to a good start. What are your feelings on that, MacKenzie?
I love that. I love that. I think it's genius. It actually kind of matched their other nightstand too. So if you walked in the room, you wouldn't probably notice it right away. So I kind of liked it.
That's the one thing I had a little bit of a hang up on, was that Carrie didn't notice it like coming to bed.
Right.
But you're right. It did kind of like blend in with the furniture. So that was good.
Yep.
All right. Question number 2. Why was Arthur in the hospital?
He had heart surgery.
Yes, he did. And actually, this was it wasn't a continuation, but it kind of there was 2 episodes before it. One of them was when he got scared by the ghost, the paper ghost. And then the second one was the when he actually got the surgery. So yeah, Arthur comes home. He expects a surprise party. Dusty, what are your feelings on surprise parties, bud?
Oh man, not after he had heart surgery. I don't know if you should have a surprise party with that.
And that's what Carrie's saying. She's like, Dad, you just had heart surgery. You had your chest ripped wide open. We're not going to throw you a surprise party. And he keeps looking behind the couch, and he's looking in the kitchen and stuff like that.
But you know what?
Funny.
You know what? If I'm coming from the hospital from a near-death experience, I want my wife to throw me a surprise party. I want all my friends there, cheer me on. I was like, you made it home.
You did it.
Yeah, I'm actually, just to date myself a little bit, I'm actually turning 40 here in about a month. And my wife keeps asking me if I want to party. I'm like, nah, I'm not a big party guy. Like, I don't like to be the center of attention.
Yeah.
Whatever. So
maybe your wife should get you one of those little grabbers, for your 40th birthday.
Yeah. Just like Doug did, right?
Yeah.
That was
Perfect.
You ever been any part of surprise parties, MacKenzie?
I have, yeah. So it was for my 26th birthday, which was very random. But my husband got a whole night put together. I had no clue what we were doing. People were telling me they weren't going to be able to make it to my party. They were in on the surprise. They came to the party. I was thrilled. But now this year is my 30th birthday, so I'm expecting like a 1-up on my surprise party from a few years back. We'll see.
Absolutely. You better make sure he's on top of that.
Yes, I'm going to. Yeah.
Make sure he listens. This is the hint. Wink, wink.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right. Question number 3, MacKenzie. What was in the Pat's Bakery bag that Arthur takes from the counter?
Stale bread.
Stale bread for the Ducks. Good job.
Nice.
Good
on
job.
A roll.
I was thinking, I was debating on this question. I'm like, maybe I should give her a multiple choice or something like that.
Yeah.
But you're firing away.
Yeah. I prepared. I prepared for this.
All right.
That's awesome. Well, we're happy. All right. Question number 4. What happened to Arthur in his bathroom?
He got wedged in between the sink and the toilet.
Very good. The detail on MacKenzie is so great.
Yeah.
I'm a real fan. I literally just watched the entire series in like the span of 3 weeks.
Nice.
The entire series, yeah.
Now,
nice.
that's not the first time you've seen it, though.
No,
right?
it's not. I kind of go back and forth between different series, but King of Queens is always my go-to, just to, even background noise, just to have on as background noise. It's just such a great show. It's uplifting. It's funny. Love it.
What do you watch? Do you have the DVDs, or you watch it on Peacock? Or
watch it on Peacock. It's so much easier. Peacock's super cheap anyway to get it, so I'm like, I'll just do that. There's other shows I like on Peacock too, so it just plays on a loop, and you don't have to put discs in and out. Yeah, makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Yeah, glad Peacock picked it up.
I know.
All right. Question number 5. So Carrie wants to start watching or monitoring Arthur. What was Doug's suggestion to monitor Arthur?
I thought this would be a question.
All right. Let's see.
He wants to use a cowbell.
Very good. The confidence on MacKenzie is overwhelming right now.
She's getting it like that.
I really thought, I was like, this might be a question that he's going to ask.
We had my cousin Mike on last week, and he did great too, but not as well as you are so far. So you're 5 for 5 right now.
Nice.
Woo!
This next one might get you. So
Ooh, I'm excited.
You got to be. But just thinking about Arthur with a cowbell on now. I mean, Dusty, what are your thoughts on that?
Oh my God, that'd be hilarious because he's all over the place already. I mean, you would just hear that cowbell all over the house. I mean, that's just hilarious.
His outbursts are my favorite.
Oh my God,
They make the whole show.
Yes.
Yeah, having an outburst with the cowbell on would
Yes.
make it even funnier, I think. Oh, that's great. All right. Question number 6 for the confident MacKenzie. What channel is the baby monitor hooked up to?
Ooh.
Channel 3.
Oh, nice.
I thought I had you on this one. I really did. I saw her. She was looking up.
Yeah.
I was going between 3 and 4. I wasn't sure, 3 or 4,
right.
but 3.
Very good. Very good. There is a site. I was preparing for this podcast, and there is a site that calls it Channel 300. So I had to watch that scene over again. I'm like, nah, it's Channel 3.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you got to be careful about the internet. Not everything's right on the internet.
Yep.
Well, I think Doug had mentioned something about hooking it up to his cable. So that's only a few channels. There's not that many channels. So.
Yep, exactly. And I don't know how he did it because, I give Doug credit for that. I wouldn't know how to hook up a baby monitor to my cable. So good on Doug. Good on Doug. All right. Question number 7. So what does Doug want to own in the future?
Ooh, what does he want to own in the future?
I can give you multiple choice if you want.
Sure, I'll take that.
All right. You'll probably get it with the multiple choice. Does he want to own his own baseball stadium, a robot, a TV station, or a dog?
It's a robot.
It is a robot.
Yep.
Very good.
And he's going to train the robot to not love Carrie.
Yeah.
You beat me to it. I was about to take a sip of my Gatorade, and you beat me to it. MacKenzie, you're kicking butt here. You are 7 for 7. I thought you were going to stumble on that one, but you didn't. You came out of the gate. You're coming out of the gate hot. All right. What would you train your robot to do, MacKenzie, if you had one?
Oh my gosh, clean my house, probably. I feel like I clean my house on a daily. I mean, there's just always something to clean. There's always dishes to put away. So I would definitely clean the house for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you're married with kids, so,
Yes.
That's a given. That's
I mean, I every night, an hour, I clean our main living space, and it's the same way the next day.
Yep. It's like, how did this even happen?
Yep.
I thought everyone was asleep.
Yes, exactly.
What about you, Dusty? What would you train your robot to do?
I was going to say cooking, but, I'm the cook in the house. And I don't know about the cooking part because I like my stuff, I'm very particular on how I cook. So I'm going to go with MacKenzie and cleaning my house, with 2 kids.
Oh, very good.
I'm tired of picking up toys every day. I'm tired of cleaning up the kids' rooms. I want the robot to clean the house.
That's awesome.
Then you got all the dogs too, so.
Yep.
Yeah, this guy's got 5 dogs plus a dog business.
Oh, wow.
My wife's dog business, yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so now we're at the part where the guys find out about the Channel 3. They find out about Arthur being on TV. So they're watching Arthur. And what does Arthur do with the sock when he thinks he lost the other one? When he's taking his laundry out.
He throws it in the garbage.
He throws it right in the trash. Right in the trash. Like,
Yep.
really?
Yep.
I mean, I know it's part of the show and it's funny and everything, but wow.
He does it so angrily, too. He's just so pissed at that missing sock.
Yep.
He just whips it down. It's actually a very funny part of the show. I loved it. Yeah, what I do is I have a little spot for it in my drawer. If I have a missing sock, I just kind of put it to the side. I'm like, one of these days, another sock will show up, I hope. So I don't throw them away unless they got holes in them.
Yes. Yep, me too.
All right. You're 8 for 8. 8 for 8. How does Arthur get his cereal into his bowl?
This just makes me cringe. He scoops it out with his hands and drops it into his bowl.
It is. You're right. It's like one of the cringiest things you've seen on this show. I mean, I know it's a bit and everything, but like, wow. He just sticks his hand right in and grabs it and plops it in the bowl.
That would be it for me. No more cereal.
Oh, my God. Bonus points here. What cereal was he eating?
Rice Krispies.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
man. Didn't even hesitate.
On it.
All right. What's your go-to cereal, Dusty?
Oh, Fruity Pebbles all day. I got Fruity Pebbles and some 2% or whole milk. It just makes the cereal look better and taste better when I have 2% or whole milk. I don't know why.
As opposed to what, though? I mean, that's like the only milk they got, right?
Oh,
Like
well,
almond
skim milk. You got skim milk over here. It's like
skim milk.
water.
Yeah, skim milk is like water.
It's disgusting, man.
MacKenzie, go-to cereal.
Oh, man. Lately, it's been Life. I really, really enjoy the original Life. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I also really like Cocoa Puffs, though, so it's kind of a toss-up.
I'll give you
Cuckoo for
that.
Cocoa Puffs.
I would go with Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That's right. I would go with Dusty with the Fruity Pebbles. I like that.
Those are really good.
Either that or Rice Krispies. I'm a Rice Krispie guy, too. All right. Couple more questions for you, MacKenzie.
All right.
Let's see if you can go perfect here. What does Doug want to rename Arthur if Carrie dies?
Rusty.
Oh my God.
Man, I tell
There's
you.
no stopping you.
Nope.
There is no stopping you. You are in our short episode. This is only our second episode, but you might be all the way up here.
Maybe I can hold it. Maybe I can hold the championship here.
Yeah. The championship.
You got answers on the other side of the screen over there?
Yeah. No, I didn't send it to her before. Yeah, so that was hilarious when Doug, because basically Carrie says, what if we had a dog before we were married, and I died? Would you kick the dog out of the house? And that's how they got to the Rusty part. I mean, it's just hilarious. All right, last question here. What does Doug find in Carrie's purse when he's looking for her driver's license?
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes. The old smoking sticks.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. And I was going to ask you what kind they were. I was going to ask you what kind they were, but I don't have it written down, and I don't think I can. I don't
even know if I could see what they were. I know they were in a white and blue box, but I don't know the name.
I think he said they were ultralights, or she said they were ultralights.
Yes. Yep.
But I don't know the brand, so we'll give that one to you.
Yay!
So yeah, you went perfect.
Oh my
Plus
gosh.
the bonus points. This has never happened before in
Right?
the short-lived of our show.
So fun.
How do you feel? I mean, this is a lot of pressure was put on you. You came through.
I love it. I just adore this show. It just lightens my day. If I'm having a bad day, I literally will put it on and I'm good to go. It's just I just love Kevin James. I love everything he's in. I'm just such a huge fan of his in general. So it's great. And obviously Jerry Stiller is phenomenal.
Oh my God.
Yes.
He is
Phenomenal.
Agreed.
He's great. Yeah, he was in obviously we know him from Seinfeld as well, and he really is. He was a great guy. Mm-hmm. Did you happen to catch any of the reunion?
I did. So I was able to catch maybe like half of it, but it was quite long. I didn't realize it was going to go so long. So I had taken my lunch break, so I was able to see some of it during my lunch break live when they went live.
Oh, wow.
And it was great. Oh, it was so fun. They did a whole reenactment episode. It was awesome. I mean, Kevin didn't he didn't miss a beat at all. He sounded exactly like he did in the episode. It was like I was listening to the episode all over again.
Yes.
It was so cool.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. It was excellent. I loved it. Dusty, what were your thoughts on that?
Oh, I enjoyed it. Like you said, Kevin James did not miss a beat on that. He did a great job. Sounded exactly like the show. The Jerry Stiller one, it killed me. It brought a tear to my eye. I mean, it was, watching that part of the episode. Oh my gosh, man, I was literally tearing up. Watching that.
I was too.
I mean, such a great comedian, a great actor. I mean, he's literally what made the show funny. I mean, Kevin James is hilarious, and so is Leah Remini and all that. But just the one words coming from Jerry Stiller's mouth, just like it brought a lot of laughter. I mean, it was
Absolutely.
great. I enjoyed it.
Absolutely. So yeah, getting back to Life Sentence, the show we were going over. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the insurance guy, Bill Gillard. He must have felt so awkward during that fight when Doug found the cigarettes, and then he's eating the whipped cream right out of the can.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Because they're watching it on live on TV.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you caught it, but Bill Gillard's face, he's just like staring, like, get me out of here.
Yeah.
It must have been so awkward.
Yep.
But that guy loves his job.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about insurance, and I just want to say that I want to love my job as much as Bill does. Do you guys love your job as much?
I definitely, this is the best job I've ever had is the job I have right now. So I definitely love it. However, yes, he loves his job. Like he loves waking up and going to work every day.
Oh yeah.
Which
He loves.
I don't mind, but he loves his job.
All right, so we're gonna go into a little quotes and pondering. You got your thing up there, Dusty?
Let's see here. Yep, got it right here.
You got
All
any
right.
favorite quotes of the show?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say one of my favorite parts of that show was what you're talking about, the whipped cream one, is when Doug said, "I have company." And Carrie was like, company, there are 3 idiots that come over on Friday night that have nothing to do, and they're all looking at each other laughing and like, that is literally my favorite part of that episode. Arthur and to Doug, just lift me somewhere, you homophobe. That was hilarious. when they're getting him out of the bath, when he's wedged between the toilet and the shower.
He delivers that line, and he's not even on camera when it happens.
Yep.
He delivers that line, and when he says the word homophobe, it just floored me.
Yeah.
It's the way he said it. And I was like, oh my God.
Perfect comedic timing for sure.
Absolutely.
Hey, lift here. Nah, I don't want to lift there. We'll lift right here. I'd rather go with the first one.
One of the things so when the guys are watching Arthur put his clothes away, and he puts his underwear on the bottom drawer, and they're like, "What are you doing?" Like, they start debating over that. I mean, I'm a underwear on the top drawer. I don't know about everyone.
Oh yeah.
else.
Always, yeah.
It's got to be, right?
It's always, yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much not a debate. I expected you guys to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I was going to kick you off the show. Scooping the cereal out of the box with his hand.
Yes.
We already talked about that, but that's crazy. He's a maniac. He's a maniac, but he's a lovable guy.
Yes.
Yep. Well, here's another question for you, MacKenzie. Where was that other sock at?
Bonus round.
What was that?
Where was the other sock at?
It was stuck in the dryer, hanging out of the dryer door.
Boom.
Wow. Bonus points. Excellent. Good job.
Thanks.
So they reference if they were to have a dog, but they actually do have a dog in previous seasons. This is something Dusty and I have kind of talked about already. We're gonna have a Stanley count, because that's the name of the dog. We're gonna have a Stanley count right now, because we go out of order anyway. But right now, the episodes we've talked to, Stanley's been in one of them, and this is not one. But I just wanted to bring that up for all our listeners who are listening out there. Stanley count is at 1. He did not show up in this episode, so I just wanted to let you know. So MacKenzie, what does a King of Queens mean to you? Like, I mean, we kind of talked about it already, but is this your favorite show of all time?
It's
sitcom,
definitely yeah. So if we're looking at like a sitcom, for sure, my favorite sitcom. I am a Office lover. Love The Office. That's probably my number 1 show of all time. But it's all different categories. It's all different types of shows. But I'm very much into the comedic and humor type of shows. Just because, life's hard, and these shows can lift you up and make you happy and, brighten your day if you had a crummy day. And yeah, so King of Queens, I love the design of it. I love the banter between Kevin and Leah always. They're always lying to each other. They're always trying to deceive each other. And they just have this really unique relationship. But I feel like a lot of people have a similar type of relationship with their spouse. And so it gives a more real look on it and be like, yeah, like this happens in real life. People struggle sometimes. People have good times. It's just great. And obviously Arthur is just a genius too. And I just love his character as well. So honestly, it's just a day brightener for me.
Absolutely. And like you said, you watched the whole series in like a span of 3 weeks. So it's obviously easy. It's easy for you to watch.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Now, besides, watching this episode again, is this something that you're going to keep doing? Like just put it on every once in a while, or
always?
Always. So
I was just watching it before I got on this call. Yep.
Yeah.
Just it plays on repeat.
Were you watching Life Sentence?
Nope. It was actually the last episode of the series I watched. Wow. So it was the last 2 episodes of the series. So now it's time to start over.
You know what? That's even that makes what you just did with the trivia round even better, because I have to watch the show a couple times, to get the trivia down, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. But for you to come in so cocky and so confident, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, no, I watched Life Sentence, but I also just watched 2 other episodes after that, and I still kicked the trivia round's butt.
I watched it a few times today. I watched it during my lunch hour, and then I watched it probably a couple hours ago again, just to be on my game. But I was like, I can't watch it over and over and over,
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. Review and ratings. So IMDb, 339 users rated it, and they gave it an 8.3 out of 10 stars. So that's pretty good for the King of Queens, because there's so many users who rate it. It's always around 300. 8.3, I think last week's episode was like 8.1. So 8.3 is pretty much up there.
Nice.
We did a Facebook poll today, and out of 11 ratings, we got 4.2 out of 5 stars. So it's pretty much equivalent to the IMDb. Now we're on to our ratings. MacKenzie, what would you rate this episode?
Out of 10?
Yeah, we'll do out of 10 missing socks.
Sounds good. I'd probably rate it like an 8.75.
8.75. That is very precise.
Oh yeah.
That is very precise.
Oh yeah.
What if I can ask, what lost points for you?
I didn't love where the boys were sitting watching the TV show. I mean, I got the joke of it. Right. It just seemed a little overplayed, because like they're coming before they go to work, watching it, leaving, coming after work, and I get the whole joke of it. I just thought it was a little bit slow at that point. Okay. And there's so many other great episodes that I love so much that I, have to rate it a little bit lower.
Okay. Excellent. Dusty, what do you give it?
After watching it today again, I've always thought, that episode was funny, but watching it again today, I was like, man, this episode's really funny. I'm going to have to go with at least a 9.2 on that.
Wow.
I just, it kept me laughing throughout the whole show. I mean, it was just great. And then, like what MacKenzie was talking about, I understand that. For some reason, I thought it was funny because it was like they were sitting there just watching a reality TV show, and it was hilarious how they were getting so into it, even though they know who they are watching.
Yeah. I like MacKenzie. I like your point, Dusty. You too. I'm gonna go out of 10. I'm gonna go with like an 8.4 on this one. Again, like MacKenzie was saying, you have to kind of judge it against other episodes.
Yes.
Not that I didn't think it was funny. It was a hilarious episode. A lot of great parts. To piggyback on your comment, MacKenzie, though, with the kind of playing it a little too much with the guys watching, maybe they could have thrown in a little more jokes or commentary on it. I think the one funny part was when at the end, and they're talking. You know, Doug and Carrie are trying to make up with Arthur and everything, and Spence tries to interrupt, and they're like, shh, shh, shh. That I thought was hilarious because, you know, they're so into it. And, and Spence was like, oh, all right, I'll stop. But, yeah, I would give it an 8.4. So, all right. Well, that went by very quickly in my mind. I thought it was a great show today.
Yeah.
MacKenzie, do you have any closing comments for us?
Thanks so much for having me on. This has been so much fun. I was so excited to get on the show.
Where can people find your podcast?
So you can find our podcast. So it's called Shear Crime, and that's SHEAR. We are on Instagram at Shear_Crime_podcast. We are on Twitter at Shear Crime Pod. And we also have a Facebook group called Shear Crime Podcast Discussion Group.
Huh.
Oh, wow. Awesome. You guys are really pushing the social media. That's great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We're trying. It's a lot of work, but it's so much fun. You get so many different dynamics of people on all these different platforms, and it's super fun.
Well, my wife already said she was going to follow you, so.
Awesome.
She loves true crime, so.
You get a lot of interaction though with the people who listen to the show.
Yeah, it's been phenomenal. We're floored by the amount of people that want to download and listen to our episodes. It's so awesome. We don't really have a lot of different marketing avenues that we've went after. We kind of just get it organically, and it's just been phenomenal. The success that we've already seen and the growth, and obviously I think our niche group is very large. There is a lot of people that are very into true crime, so I think that helps. But it's so fun. It's podcasting is just its own little world.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. And the community, the podcasting community is so supportive. Everyone is there to help everyone out. And that's really where we've gotten a lot of our promotion, is through other podcasters helping to promote our podcast too. So it's great. We love to do that. We love to help other podcasters get the name out there, do promos, whatever we need to do.
And how long have y'all been doing it for?
So we started talking about it last August, and then we released our first episode the first week in October.
Nice. That's awesome.
Excellent. You guys are really picking up speed. It sounds like.
Yeah.
That's great. All right. Well, Dusty, any closing comments for you, my friend?
No comments. I'm just...
No comments.
I was just
check out Do Work Baseball NC, right? That's the Do Work Baseball NC.
That's my baseball business.
That's his baseball business. And what about our social media stuff? Because you're
all right. So we got right now we have King of Queens TikTok on TikTok. So just search King of Queens TikTok. Instagram is king_of_Queens fan page, and same with Facebook. And if you want to search for the one on Facebook, it's Shutty Uppy. Let's Talk King of Queens. And we're going to try to post all the podcast videos, all the recreated scenes and stuff like that.
All right. Excellent. Yeah, definitely. You definitely got to check out the recreated scenes. Oh, and that's another thing I said to you before the show. The scene with the Doug finding the cigarettes, you guys got to do that.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that.
This episode.
We have so many people like putting in suggestions for scenes they want us to do and all that. I swear we got about at least 25 suggestions we still have to go through.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
so you guys got a lot of work ahead of you.
Oh yeah, that's good though. I love it.
I'm gonna need to find you.
Oh, you haven't seen any of the videos yet?
I haven't seen them yet. No,
man.
what's your name on TikTok? I actually am not a TikTok user. I just downloaded the app last week, and I still don't know how to use it. So I don't know how to search people yet.
Yeah, definitely. So it's on Do Work Baseball NC, and then also I'm posting all the videos on King of Queens TikTok.
Got it. Okay.
And it's also on the fan group because you're a part of the fan group, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. I'll have to tag you in all the videos on the fan group.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, thank you very much to MacKenzie. Dusty, as always, thank you.
Woo.
And everyone, have a great night.
Bye.
See ya.